Hi everybody, it's Nina from The Happy Hustlers. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my husband Ernesto and I are e-commerce entrepreneurs selling on platforms such as Amazon, eBay, Poshmark, and ThredUp. If you like content related to this, go ahead and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Today's video, I want to talk about gating and ungating on Amazon, so restrictions, all of that, because one of the biggest issues you run into when you're a new Amazon seller is, woohoo, congrats, I can sell on Amazon, I've been approved, I have this account, but then you go to sell stuff and Amazon says, you can't sell that, you also can't sell that, you can't sell this, you can't sell that, you can't sell anything is what it seems like when you're a new seller. That's definitely what it felt like to us. I remember going to Walmart and just scanning things and Amazon said we couldn't sell this, we couldn't sell that. We just felt like we really couldn't sell anything. And I feel like this is how it feels for a lot of new Amazon sellers. And it seems like Amazon is only gating more categories and brands for new sellers as we go. When we first started selling on Amazon, groceries were completely ungated. You could sell grocery items as a brand new seller. Now, as a new seller, you cannot sell grocery items. So it just goes to show that things change pretty quickly on Amazon with gating. So what exactly is gating or being restricted? What does it look like? So basically when you scan an item into the seller app or you bring it up in Seller Central, it'll say you do not have permission to sell this item, and then you'll see the apply to sell button. So this means that you are gated, and you can be gated in brands or in categories. So categories, for example, is toys and games, grocery, topicals. These three are all categories that are gated for new sellers. I mean, you think about it, grocery, toys and games, and topicals, which is makeup and beauty items. That's a lot of the products you wish you could sell on Amazon. So when you're new, all of those categories are gated. And then you also have brand gating as well. So tons of different brands are gated. Amazon doesn't give any clear direction on what's gated for who, but a lot of major brands are gated when you are a new seller, or even just not major brands as well. You'll see when you're looking at items that a lot of different things are gated. There are two ways to get ungated: in categories and in brands. So I'll start with the first way, which is called auto ungating. So what this means is when you click apply to sell, Amazon will say, congrats, you can now sell this category or this brand. Major tip here, when you find an item and it's gated, or even a category, there is absolutely no harm whatsoever in clicking apply to sell. No harm. It does not impact your account in any sort of way. And you should always click that, because you just never know. Even as a new Amazon seller, as weird as this is, you could be a brand new Amazon seller, have not sold one item, and you could see something and click apply to sell and get approved. Don't ask me why Amazon does this, because it makes no sense. Why is it gated in the first place if anyone can get approved? But it does happen. So always click that button and see if you get approved. So this works automatically, and how it happens over time is as your account metrics get better, Amazon says, okay, you're kind of good at this. We're going to let you sell more items. We're going to let you sell different brands and or categories. So it does over time get easier automatically. The big numbers that we noticed when we started getting ungated, and again, Amazon is not clear about any of this. Of course, that would just make too much sense. They're not clear about anything, right? They don't give a defined, like, oh, you get to this many orders and we're gonna ungate you in major toy brands. They are not clear about that at all. But from personal experience, from what we've noticed, and then the feedback we've gotten from the members of our Amazon Online Arbitrage Leads list, we talk about this stuff in our Discord, is around 2,000 orders. So that's orders, not units. And you can see this in your reports in Seller Central. That's when we noticed a lot of major ungating. So major brands, we went on like an ungating spree and just clicked and clicked and clicked and got ungated in so many major brands, around 2,000 orders. Recently have seen people where it takes a little bit above 2,000 orders, and there sometimes is a lag time. So if you hit 2,000 orders today, the ungating might not start applying for several weeks. So just keep that in mind. And then the other major milestone where we saw lots of ungating was around 4,000 orders. This was the huge one. This was tons of different categories, not just brands. At 2,000, we saw a lot of brands. At 4,000, we saw tons of different categories: dietary supplements, baby topicals, over-the-counter medicine, pretty much everything and anything. And after that, it was kind of at the point where pretty much anything would just ungate. We would click apply to sell and we could pretty much sell anything. There's some things that kind of never auto ungate, like Nike. I don't really believe Nike auto ungates anymore. But after about 4,000 orders, it feels like we can pretty much sell anything we want at this point. And keep in mind, again, there was a lag time with this as well. It wasn't right when we hit 4,000 orders. It was a couple of weeks after we hit 4,000 orders that we noticed this going on. And again, Amazon's not clear about these things. It could always change. There's also other metrics that go into this, like how long have you been selling? Other aspects of your account health could impact this as well. Try to always keep your account health as clean as possible. But this is where we saw major movement. So between 2,000 and 4,000 orders. A little tip to get to these numbers quickly, because that does seem like a lot, but I really think you can get there quickly. We've seen it in our leads list groups where people get to 2,000 and to 4,000 orders very quick. You want to focus on items that are cheap to buy and that are going to sell quickly. So you want to make a profit, obviously. Don't try to get to 2,000 orders and lose money, because that's just a terrible idea. But if you can find items that are cheap so you can purchase a lot of them, because it's orders, right? So it's how many orders have you sold? So you want to find cheap items that you can sell as quick as possible. So items with really low rank, and just try to get to that number as quickly as you can so you can get really ungated and have a wide variety of items that you can sell on Amazon. I'm a firm believer, at least this is the way we operate our business. We sell across different categories on Amazon. So being unrestricted, ungated in different types of categories is super beneficial to our business. And it just makes things a lot easier. So if you're new to Amazon and you're feeling this pain right now, it's okay. It will get easier. I feel like every Amazon seller when they start feels this way. It feels very restrictive. But if you can get past that, it will get easier. When we first started, we focused on selling items that we knew we could sell. We sold a lot in the sports and outdoors category. And then we sold a lot of like household type items, kitchen stuff. There was a lot less restrictions brand-wise. They're unrestricted categories for new sellers as well, but we didn't see a lot of restrictions brand-wise. Another thing that a lot of people do, and we never did this, but I see this a lot, is books. You can do a lot with books. That's another huge one that people do when they are new to Amazon. So the second way that you can get ungated to sell brands and categories on Amazon is through providing an invoice from a distributor. So when you click apply to sell to check if you're going to get auto ungated, you will see that if you do not get approved, it'll say, please provide an invoice from the brand or the distributor. We have always gone the distributor route with this. It just seems like the much easier approach. And I'll explain exactly what this is and how it works. So this does work for brands and for categories. So what you're doing is you're going through a distributor. And to clarify this, because this is a question I get a lot, a distributor is not a retailer. So Target is a retailer. They are not a distributor. Target buys products from brands or from distributors and then sells them in their store, and they are a retailer. So if you try to use your receipt from Target, that is not considered an invoice. It is just considered a receipt, and it will not work for ungating. A invoice from a distributor will say invoice on it. That's a huge difference. And it is from a qualified distributor that Amazon is going to recognize as a distributor. So what you do is you have to purchase 10 units of that item, and then you go ahead and you submit that invoice to Amazon, and then Amazon reviews it. Side note on that, it is very backed up right now. We've seen it with our leads list where it's taking weeks for Amazon to approve stuff. So if you are going this route right now, just be patient. They are just really backed up at seller support, it seems like. But they will review it, and then they will approve you to sell either that brand or category. So this is how you get around the restrictions of having to wait to 2,000 to 4,000 orders. It's a much faster way, and it really opens up a lot of different items for you. We do have ungating processes available on our website, thehappyhustlers.com. We have grocery, toys, and topical ungating processes. Our ungating processes are less than $100 each, and buying the product is going to cost you less than $100 each, because you do have to purchase this product, just 10 units of the product to get ungated in those categories. Our ungating processes are also included with our leads list subscription. So our leads list will give you access to all 3 of those for free of charge if you are interested in that, and it gives you 20 leads a day, Monday through Friday. So it's a lot just for the price of one subscription. You get all the ungating processes in there as well. So if you're interested in the leads list, I wouldn't bother buying the ungating processes. I would just go ahead and get the leads list subscription. It'll save you money that way. But this is the really easy way to get ungated and to grow into more categories quickly on Amazon, is to go ahead and get invoices from distributors and just submit them. You can do this for brands too. And it helps a lot. But those major categories, toys, topical, and grocery, those are probably our 3 favorite categories, and I think probably 3 of the most popular categories that a lot of sellers sell in. So it does help you a lot if you get ungated in those. And you can even do it one by one too. Let's say like toys is a big one. We really wanted to get ungated in toys right away when we started selling, because I mean, toys is just limitless. Like it's Q4 right now, for example, toys is a great category to be able to sell in. So having those categories ungated really opens up a lot of potential for you. So I'll link our website down below and our leads list if you're interested in either of those. But let me know if you have any questions in regards to invoices from distributors and how all of that works. But I hope this video was helpful for you, and I hope it kind of demystified how ungating works, because I feel like it's one of the biggest struggles that new sellers run into. I know we were just so confused when we first started selling on Amazon, like, why can't I sell anything? Like, why did they give me this account and I literally can't sell anything? But it does get easier over time, and there are ways you can work around the restrictions and get approved. So if you found this video helpful, please smash the like button. I still can't believe I'm saying smash the like button, but please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.